Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Let us continue learning structured query language. In today's session, we will be learning few of the SQL commands and how to implement them. Few of them we have seen in the previous session. So let us go ahead and start. The very first one is a create command, the very basic command which we have been seeing in most of the sessions. So create command is usually created with the keywords create and the keyword table. And then we will give the table name. Here table name is a user defined name. You can give any name apart from the keywords. Then we will mention the different columns along with their data types. So we have learned in detail about different data types. So you can use any one of them depending on your requirement. And at the end of the declaration, if you want to declare a constraint, then you can do that. You can also do it at the column level, but you can also do it at the table level. So these are the two options available for you. Okay, so this is how we will create a table using the create command. The next command what we are seeing is the alter command. Now alter command is also very, very important command. Suppose we have already created a table. For example, I have a table I have created with only 3 columns. Now later on I want to add another. So I can use the alter command easily. Okay. And if I want to delete also, then I can also use the alter command along with the drop command. Okay. So alter command is basically is used in order to change the structure of the table. So easily we can change the structure of the table using the alter command. So here is the example of adding a column. So this is how we can add the column if you want to add. So this is your alter command. Next comes the drop statements. Now basically drop statement is used to remove a table definition and all the data, indexes, triggers, constraints, permissions. So any kind of this specification, if you want to delete from the table, then we will easily use the drop statement. Okay, so this can be used for all of these kind of specifications. So if you suppose if you want to drop the table itself, then you will use the command drop table name. Suppose if you want to drop or delete a column. So in that case, like I told you, you will combine the drop command along with the alter table. So alter table name, drop column, the name of the column you will mention. By doing this, you're going to delete that particular column from the table. Okay. So if similarly, we have seen in the previous sessions when we were learning about the constraints, if we want to delete a constraint also, we will use a drop constraint command. Suppose while creating the table, I have added any of the constraints, for example, primary key, foreign key, not null, unique, or other constraint. The totally 5 constraints we have studied. And if you want to delete that, then you can also do so by adding the combining the drop command along with the alter and mentioning the constraint and constraint name, we can drop the command as well. So this is where we will use the drop statements. Next, we have the very common insert command. Now, insert command we will use either after creation of the table or if we want to add a value after inserting all the values. If you want to add some more values, you can do so. Okay. So the SQL insert statement is used to add new rows to the data to a table, not just rows. Even if you want to add a single value also, you can do that. Okay, so we have already seen few types of insertion. First one is insert into table name. You will mention the columns for which you want to add the values, and then you will mention the keyword values and those respective values, which means if column 1, then value 1 should be for column 1, value 2 should be for column 2, column 3, value 3 should be for column 3. So we should mention the same order. Okay. So in case if you know that you want to enter the value for all the columns, then you need not. You can completely vomit this particular statement and you can directly write insert into table name and values. Need not mention the columns if you want to insert for all the values. And then you will remember, you should remember the order in which you have created your table and you will write the values for those statements. Now, these are the two statements which we have very often seen in the previous session. There is another way of inserting the value into the table, that is using this method. Okay, so here we will use two tables. Suppose this is the table I have created just now and I have already existing table. Okay, suppose this also has 3 columns, then what I can do is instead of one by one entering the value, if I'm okay to have all this value, then I will take the entire value at one shot and I will add this. So how to do that? So for example, here insert into buyers. So buyers is the new table which I have created. Okay, so it has ID, name, age, address, and salary. So here I have given 5 columns and select star from customer. So customers is the existing table which also has same set of values because I have said star. So which means that this also has those same set of values. By doing this, insert into buyers ID, name, age, address, and salary. So I will mention that which are the column for which I am taking the values, and then I will say select star from customer. Instead of star, you can also mention the different columns. Column 1, column 2, those values can also be mentioned. By doing this, what happens is all these values are going to get copied here. Let us go ahead and see. Practically, we will execute and we'll see how it works. Okay. Let us start with the alter table command. Now we have created a table called as persons, or we can check for employee. Let us see the employee table. Select star from employee. So this is my existing table. Now let us use the alter table command and add a column called as city to this particular table. So I will use the command alter table employee add column city So I need not write the mention column here. Okay. So I remember students, for every version and every software, the commands will vary. It is not going to be the exact, right? So in this particular SQL 10E, we did not write the keyword column. So alter table employee add city character table has been altered. Now let us see select star from employee. If you see here, city has been added. Now, what if I want to add a value? So I will give a command update command. I will say update table employee set city is equals to Pune, where I will give a condition because when we are using an update command, it would ask us to use a where statement. So where age is equals to 18, let me give. I can just mention employee. Okay, 4 rows update it is saying. So what is the meaning of that? Now, when I use this particular command where I said that update employee set city is equal to Pune, where age is equal to 18. So I have age is equal to 18 at 4 places. That is the reason at 4 places we have updated the city to Pune, wherever the age was 18. Okay, so this is how I will add or insert the values. Later on, I can do that using the update command. Now let us delete this. So using a drop command, alter and drop command, we will combine together and we can drop the column. So I will use the command alter table employee drop column city. Table altered. Okay, now as you can see, it has been removed. So this is how we will use the alter command as well as the drop command if you want to delete something. So dropping the table, we will see at the end once we finish with all our exercises. So as of now, we have completed alter as well as drop. Now let us insert the value, the new way method, what we have learned. So for that, let us create another table. Before that, let us describe the existing employee because I want to create an table which is similar to that. So I will create a table, create table sample employee. Okay, so I will have employee ID, which is of number, right? Then I will have employee department, which is of character 5. Then let me take age, number of 2 is sufficient. Okay, we don't need more than that. Okay, so let me create a table. So table has been created. Let me describe the table. Table sample underscore employee. Okay, this is my table. Now we already have a something similar. Okay, this is a employee table which we have, and this is the same table with the values. I want to copy this value into the new table which I've created. Now, if I say select star from sample employee. Okay, I have not entered anything. So let us see what it will say. Sample employee. When I say, it will say no row selected, as which is very obvious because we have not entered any values. So let me just take the value from the existing employee table and copy it to here. So that is the how we will use that insert option. So insert into sample EMP. Okay, columns we have is EID, comma, E department, comma, age. Then we will say select start from employee. Okay, so when I do this, it is saying 6 rows created. So I'm inserting into sample employee, which is the new table which we created. Initially, it had no rows. Okay. And I'm giving the column names employee ID, employee department, and age. And I'm saying select start from employee because I even am an employee. I have 3 columns. I want to copy all the values. Now, if you see 6 rows selected. So if I do now select start from sample employee, which is the new table which I created, it is having the exact values. Okay, now you can insert some more values also here. That is also fine, right? So this is how we can insert values. We have seen the other 2 methods in the previous sessions. So I request you to kindly go back and check those methods in the previous sessions. So this is a new method. That's why I've executed and shown. Now, last thing is dropping the table. So drop table sample EMP. So when I do that, it will say table dropped. Now, if I try to describe sample underscore EMP, it'll tell me object sample employee does not exist because it has been deleted from my database. Okay. So that's all in today's session, students. So we have learned to use create command. We have learned to use alter along with the drop command. Also, we have seen how to insert in a new way into the new table, taking the value from an existing table. So thank you for watching. Keep learning and please subscribe and share.